Hello, welcome to my videos and my blog. And this time I'm going to talk about the GIBBI Carsharing. My startups wasn't selected to the to YC Spring 2025 batch. Well, today in the morning, when I was sleeping, I received an email from the YC where they communicate me that my business idea or my startup GIBBI Carsharing wasn't selected for an interview phase. So this means that I'm not gonna to participate, or my startup GIBBI Carsharing is not gonna to participate in this next batch, in the next spring, in the YC Spring 2025, the first ever in YC. So this is a seven straight times that I apply to a YC batch and I'm not selected. And since in these seven times I haven't been selected to the interview phase. To be honest, I'm not sad and I'm not in depression. I understand this decision because I don't have the. It look like that my startup, the GIBBI Car Sharing, is no. It doesn't have the futures or the system. I don't know how to describe that. That the YC or Y Combinator once in one startups, and also because I am a foreign person, I am Mexican, and I have seen and making my research that they are focusing more in people from USA, and they are working in the AI field. So in this moment, I'm gonna to continue working in developing my startup, GIBBI Car Sharing, where the goal, to be honest, is not to enter to YC batch. To be honest, of course, will be a very great milestone, because if I enter to a YC batch, I have more opportunity to make a reality my goal. But in the end, the goal is to get as many customers as I can, and to generate the revenues. That in the end, this is the goal, because if I can get as many customers as I can and to generate as much revenues as I can, I'm gonna to make it. So remember that what is GIBBI Car Sharing? Well, GIBBI Car Sharing is a customer to customer car sharing company, where I want to connect people that need to rent their car because they want to earn an extra money, to people that need to rent a car because they are in the city, or they are from the city, and they need to use a car to move in the city because they are here in the city for business, or for pleasure. In this moment, I'm looking for to create it, to establish, or to put the operation in Mexico, to focus here in the Mexico City there, because the Mexico City is the best city in Latin America to establish startups. So I'm focusing to enter here in Mexico, and then in Mexico City, and then I can move on to another big cities like Monterrey and Guadalajara, and then I can move on to another cities in South America like Brazil, countries to South America like Brazil, Colombia, and Argentina, and later to USA. This is the goal. So in this moment, I am working in developing this startup. But remember that in these startups, I have pivoted two times. This is the last that this is I call it the GIBBI Car Sharing 3.0. That this is a C2C car sharing company. Remember that I applied with this idea that it was the GIBBI Car Sharing 2.0. That this idea was based, or this startup was based into connect. This was a business to no, sorry, it was a business to customer car sharing service, where I wanted to connect car rental companies to people that were in ride hailing companies like Uber, Lyft, Didi, etc., and they needed to rent a car to work in these companies. But after making some research, or some surveys, I understood that this wasn't what I wanted, and neither what my potential customer wanted, and for that reason, I decided to pivot to a C2C car sharing company. And remember that my idea, the where I wrote it in the last year, was I call it a GIBBI Car Share, where it was customer to customer car sharing company, but I wanted to connect people that needed to rent their car to people that wanted that need a car, because to people, sorry, that work in the ride hailing companies as a driver, and they needed to rent a car to work in this platform and to earn extra money. So this is similar to the GIBBI Carsharing 3.0, but the big difference is that in GIBBI Carsharing 3.0, I want to expand the niche, because I understand that I can only focus in the drivers that were in the right high hailing companies, because I need to connect all the people. So my idea is trying to compete against the car rental companies, because my idea, I'm just want to connect the people that need to rent their car to earn an extra money to people that need to rent a car to move in the city. So I want to use to make the connector. I don't want to have any inventory, because this costs a lot, to be honest. So remember that I have been working, I have a pivot, an idea, but I need to improve it, because in this moment this beta, this app is based in the B2C car sharing company. So you can see here earlier, I'm going to just show you that you have here two options, the car rental company and the driver, but this is the B2C company. I need to make my modification. You can see here what I will need to do, the registration, the company. You can see here, back, wait a minute, and the driver, although you need to do if you are a driver. So basically this is how I wanted that this application could work. So what I'm doing in this moment, how I told you, I'm developing and creating the company startup. I'm looking for to establish this company. My idea is to establish this company in USA, maybe, I don't know, in Texas or in California. Put all the operation here in Mexico, because that's the goal, to have a American company, but all the operation to be made here in Mexico, especially in Mexico City. Also, I'm trying to raise money with investor. I have been talking with several investors. I think that more than 20 investors, but until this moment I have not raised any money. So I'm continue to working and continue to learning more, and see what can I achieve, and see if I can get funded. And also I'm looking for a technical co-founder. I have been looking a technical co-founder to become my CTO since last September, but until this moment I have not reached any co-founder. I have some co-founder that I was working with him since last December, but we couldn't make it, because some problems with that he's American, he's foreign here in Mexico, and there is some problems to working here, and also we have some difference, and for that reason we decide to move up each one. And also I have been talking with more than 20 potential co-founders, but until this moment I have no had. I haven't hired, sorry, any potential co-founder. I'm looking for, and how I told you, I showed you my product. I'm every day I'm trying to modify it, to improve it, and I'm going to working and to modify and to become improve it, to show to my potential customers. So I have been working so hard. I'm trying every day to make a reality this project, that in this moment is just a project, and I know that sooner or later it's going to become a startup. So how I told you, this is a 7 straight years that I have applied to a YC batch. Unfortunately, I have not been selected in any of these 7 times that I applied, and I'm gonna to continue to applying, because I don't lose anything applying, and every time that I apply, I learned something new. So this is the seventh time. This is the third consecutive time that I apply with the same idea, the GIBBI Carsharing, a C2C car sharing company. Remember that I apply with my GIBBI. That GIBBI is this blog where I create content, where I write a newsletter 4 to 5 times per week. I record videos, podcasts about my favorite sports team and the most important events, sport events in the year, and also the SuperApp. Well, I apply. Sorry, 3 times with this idea, the GIBBI blog, and one time with the GIBBI SuperApp that I'm looking for to create as many as apps as I can and integrate all these apps, sorry, in only one app. But first I need to create the first app and later the so on so on. So how I told you, I'm continue to working in this idea, and I know that sooner or later I'm gonna to make it, and I'm making a lot of progress. And how I told you, I'm gonna to apply to the next YC batch. I think that it will be the YC summer 2025. But how I told you, the goal is not enter to the any YC batch. Of course, that it will be tremendous, and this will make me a boost to improve and to make it a reality, this GIBBI car sharing idea. But in the end, the goal is to create a product to get the customer and to start to generate revenue. So this is the goal. I'm gonna to put this milestone to achieve achieving in 3 months from now, in the next June, and let's see if I can achieve. So in this video, I talk about that that unfortunately my GIBBI car sharing idea wasn't selected to the Y Combinator Spring 2025 batch. Unfortunately, it wasn't selected my GIBBI car sharing startup. Basically, this is a customer to customer car sharing company that looks for to connect the people that need to rent their car to people that need to rent a car to move in the city because they are here for pleasure or for business. So this is the I pivoted 2 times this idea, and I in this video I talk about the what I am doing, or I have been doing, to make this idea a reality. This is the 7 straight time that I apply it, and I have not been selected to any of these 7 times, but I'm gonna to continue to do it. So I hope you like this video, and if you have any comment or suggestion, you can write me in any of my social media platforms. So see you next video. Gibran.